So thanks for watching Talkin360. I am Tony Scott, and I am joined by Danita Smith, who is the owner of a company. I know the website is called mybloominghealth.com. Is that the name of your company, My Blooming Health?
The company is named My Blooming Health Mobile.
Mobile. You see,
Yes.
I want to make sure we got that right. Now, you have been in the medical field. You've been a registered nurse for 15 years. You've been, and before that, you were an LPN.
Yes.
So nursing you were born to nurse. You were born for the medical field.
This was my niche. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Even when you were a little girl, you wanted to be a nurse?
I did. I was about 9 years old, and there was someone in church who was actually a nurse, and she stood up and she talked about some of the things that she did as a new nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sounded very exciting, very rewarding, something I wanted to do to try to help others. And so since I was about 9 years old, I knew I wanted to be a nurse.
See, in church, because you can't tell who's the real nurse and who's not, because they have those ladies in those nurses outfits, and it's like but they bring you water, so that's good enough for me in church. So that's good enough. So tell me a little bit about My Blooming Health Mobile.
My Blooming Health Mobile was actually derived from my website, mybloominghealth.com, which is what you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And mybloominghealth.com was originally started from me being a nurse, just wanting to help others. So it's an informational website just to give health information from my knowledge, my experience, to allow people to educate themselves at their own leisure.
So then what does My Blooming Health Mobile do then?
My Blooming Health Mobile is a convenient concierge phlebotomy service, meaning we will come to you for your blood work. So if you need blood draws, we will actually come to you. It's a convenient mobile service.
So why did you decide to start a mobile phlebotomy company?
The reason I actually decided to start with that, and I plan to expand, the reason I wanted to start with this phlebotomy company, the blood draws, is because 70% of diagnoses are made based on lab results, and that is one of the easiest things for us to be non-compliant with. It's really easy for a doctor to write you a prescription for you to have your blood work done, and you take it home, you sit it on the drawer, you say you'll get it done tomorrow. Well, now it turns into next week, and next week turns into never. But however, if someone came to your door, rang your doorbell for that service, we come to you, you'll have that lab work done instantly, as opposed to trying to wait. It's very inconvenient to go out of your way to sit at a lab. We'll come to you. That's one of the reasons I decided to do this.
Now you say we. How many people are working for you?
I have 3 PRN staff members, and I have an administrative person.
Okay.
And then, of course, myself.
So do you make house calls too?
Me, myself personally,
Mm-hmm.
I do not. I leave that up to the experts in phlebotomy.
Okay. That's pretty. I mean, anytime someone come up with their own, create a niche and stuff, I think that's just awesome when folks like you have the thought process to do something like this. So,
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of times though, my doctor will say, I need blood work.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'll send you to, because they outsource that now. They used to do that in the office, and now they outsource that now. Can I say can I tell a doctor who I want to draw my blood, or is it up to them?
It's up to you. That is one of your rights as a patient, as a human being, period. It is up to you where you want to go to get your labs drawn. So when your doctor says you need to have A, B, and C drawn, say, well, great, I'll call My Blooming Health Mobile. They'll come out to my house and do it.
Now, so who pays for that then? I mean, because if you're not on, like, say for instance, the doctor hasn't heard of your business, so he's just going to say, okay. I mean, who's going to pay for that? I mean, is my insurance going to pay for that? There's another question.
Yes, that is a great question. Actually, your insurance will not pay for this service. Therefore, it is an out-of-pocket expense. However, there is one benefit out of that is you can use that against your flexible spending account that you have maybe through your job.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your receipts. You turn those in at the end of the year. You keep your receipts, and you'll get reimbursed for that. However, this is an out-of-pocket expense. Your insurance will not cover that service.
Well, how do we fix that? How do we get you in? We got to get you in the loop. How do we do that, Danita?
Well, let's talk about expanding My Blooming Health Mobile. So as
Okay.
we bring on more services, then it will be something that insurances will cover. But right now, at this point, no, they will not. And if they do, it's not enough to cover the actual service.
Okay.
So,
Now, how old is the company?
the company is less than 1 year old. We
Okay.
actually will launch October 1st, 2013 of this year. So
Okay.
it has been in the making since February of this year, of 2013, and we
Mhm.
will launch October 1st. We are ready to go.
That is great news. That is fantastic news. So I'm talking with Danita Smith. Her company is called mybloominghealthmobile.com. And we talked with it's a mobile phlebotomy company that she'll come to you and draw blood. Now you'll come to their home, you'll come to their job if it's allowed.
Yes.
You'll meet them in the parking lot. I mean,
any place that is convenient and safe for you as our client. Yes, we will come to you, as well as if you have a loved one. A lot of us have our family members in a nursing home or they reside in a residential facility where they're very independent. However, it's a very complicated situation for you to be able to leave work, travel to them, take them to the lab clinic, and then bring them back, and then you return to work. Not only are you missing hours, you're missing dollars, but the gas money. We will come to you. We will come to your loved one and make it very convenient.
Wow. I talked about this a second ago, but I got to ask you, Danita, how did this come to you?
Well, to be honest with you here, so as you know, I've been a nurse for several years. And
she's been in the nursing business for 18 years. The thing is, she's only 25. So what? Okay, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
25 is good. We'll go with that.
Okay.
25 plus a couple of more years there.
We'll keep that one to ourselves. Okay, tell me. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead.
So this actually came to me when I was sitting around at work listening to some physicians talking about, oh, I know this patient will not come by to get their labs drawn. I do not want to discharge them from the hospital just yet. So this is more of a convenience service that I know that clients and patients alike will take on. Again, convenience to boost compliance. My overall goal is these patients will stay out of the hospital a lot longer. They will know their status. They will understand their own health if they have the convenience of this service at their fingertips.
I got you. So exactly, like, how will this cost me, and who gets the test results? Since I'm paying you out of pocket, do you send the test results to me, or do you send them to my doctor?
They will go to your doctor. So how the process will work is either you or your physician or your loved one can give us a call saying that you need the service. We will confirm that through your doctor. We need a prescription, an actual order from your doctor. We will confirm with you the date, time, and place as to where to go. And once the lab service is actually done in your home, the results are taken to a licensed lab clinic here in the city or in the county, and the results will be given to your doctor. So your doctor will call you and follow up with your test results. We will not have your test results on hand here.
Okay. And as far as payment, you take, what do you take, bank cards, the check, cash? How does that work?
Actually, you can go online and pay for your service prior to the service. You can pay at the time of service with the phlebotomist there at your home. So either online or in person, and you can do credit card or debit card. We will not accept any cash because we do not want our employees with cash on hand.
Okay, and no checks.
No checks.
Okay, so it has to be done with a bank card.
Correct. If you are having any difficulties paying, then you can call our office and we can try to work out a payment plan or some sort of sliding scale fee for you.
So you work only in Missouri, or are you in Illinois also?
We are only in Missouri at this time. So
at this time.
Once we expand out to Illinois, I'll keep you informed, Tony.
Okay, and that's definitely on the board to expand to Illinois.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I feel Illinois is such a close neighbor to us. We cannot leave those patients or those clients out.
So again, to recap, the company is called My Blooming Health Mobile, and she'll come to you.
Yes.
She'll come to you and she will draw blood, and get with your doctors, get it to your doctor, and go from there. A lot of times, doctor will say we need blood work, and then they send you somewhere. Well, now you get a choice. So are your prices competitive to where they would send me?
The prices are competitive. However, you want to look at it just a little bit different. Now, as most patients know, if you go to your doctor's office or to go to a hospital, sometimes your lab work fee is incorporated into that entire service, and so your insurance may be billed for that service. So what I am doing here is it's out of pocket. It's an out of pocket expense that can be used against your flexible spending account for you to be reimbursed. You want to look at the ability of having this convenient service at your fingertips. So that is the difference between driving to, and walking into, and sitting to wait for your lab test to be drawn at a clinic versus scheduling the appointment and then we come to you.
And again, that's the convenient is
Yes.
that My Blooming Health Mobile will come to you.
Yes.
If you know you, because a lot of us are busy. You know, we work an 8-hour day, and then we got to take the kids practice, things like that, and you just don't have time to fit that in.
Yes.
And a lot of times you go somewhere on your lunch hour, but then when you walk into that room, there's like 50 people in there. You know, that's not going to get done, and I'm not going to eat.
Exactly.
So
you miss out on lunch.
Yeah.
And I like I said, I think the worst case scenario is when you actually have to go pick somebody up, maybe your loved one, and take them out. And sometimes this happens 3 times a week, depending on what those lab tests are that are necessary. And that's what makes it so easy for us not to be compliant. So I want you to be compliant. I want you to be able to have this service available to you so that you will know what's going on with you health-wise.
This is great information to have, and this is a great option to have because, you know, the healthcare costs, as we all know, have skyrocketed for years.
Yes, they have.
And you really don't get your money's worth. Let's be honest. But to be able to say, hey, you know what? Because a lot of times you go to the doctor, you got to take off from work. So that means you're not going to get paid because you're off to the job.
Absolutely.
And then you got to go get blood drawn again and again. You're off from work. But if they can come to you, if My Blooming Health Mobile can come to you and get the blood, well, that saves you at least 2 steps.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is very, in my opinion, I think that's a great. I mean, that's the best option, period, because you ain't got to leave the job. How long does this whole process take? Okay, I'm at work. You've come by my job. It's cool for you to come by. We're going to close the door in my office or in an office, and then you're going to do what you do. How long does that take?
Well, depending on how hard a stick you are, no more than 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
And that's at the max. So if you're an easy stick and you have wonderful veins, which most people do.
Yes.
There's a few that are very hard sticks, but if you're up at work, chances are you have good veins.
Yeah.
We'll walk right in, make sure you sign your consent form, make sure you understand what is going to happen next. We'll complete the service, about 5 minutes, make sure there's no bleeding, and we're out.
Wow.
And you know what? You still have time to run to the cafeteria and grab some food.
That's right. That's right. Plenty of time to do that. So, and a lot of times when we're going to have blood drawn, we can't even eat until we get it done.
Absolutely.
And then next thing you know, you ain't even got time for that, so you go the whole day without eating. Well, that's going to eliminate. That's another thing you're going to take care of, right?
Absolutely.
And I have great veins, by the way. And right here, I got big juicy veins right here. So yeah.
All right, come right in, stick, and we're out.
That's it right there. Yes, I have to hide from vampires around Halloween because they come looking for me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. So again, it's called My Blooming Health Mobile, and the website is mybloominghealth.com.
Yes.
And all questions are answered there. There's an email address if you got more questions, things like that. There's a lot of great information there. And like I said, this is great. This is perfect for people who are busy, and that includes most people are busy. Sometimes you can't even, some people only get 30 minutes off for lunch.
Right.
So you can't even make a run. So I think this is great. This is perfect for everybody. And you got somebody who's been in the healthcare field for many years and is doing some great things, soon to be in Illinois. But this is great for people to contact you. They can go to mybloominghealth.com.
Yes.
Like I said, and get everything they need.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that is fantastic, Danita Smith. I appreciate you so much for spending some time with me on Talkin360. And again, if people, I'll put the website here on the bottom part of the screen where people can go check it out. But thank you so much for your time.
I thank you, Tony. This was a great opportunity. I truly do appreciate this.